Do you, Harambe? What remains of Edith Finch? My God, it's teasing me. It's teasing me. Oh, I'm like in the game. What do I have, a trumpet? Oh, it's flowers. A broken hand. You get right into this. Oh. I manually turn the page.
Going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Start beginning with the house. Okay. Sensitivity, a little crazy. Sensitivity, a little crazy. Let's change this. About right there, maybe, perhaps. Good enough. Oh, I got a slow trot to me. I feel like this is my top speed walking in real life.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I lived here until I was 11. In that pointy place? Ooh.
Inside the mailbox,
I like that I got
were bills
manually.
from
I'm like
7 years
manually
ago,
doing this.
marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay, let me grab it. Oh, no. All right, let me just leave it there. Imagine living there and you got to come out here for the mailbox, dude.
I hadn't been back.
I would just
since
put
my
a
brother
bucket out here.
Lewis's funeral.
Lewis is dead. Excuse me. Okay. When Savannah started 50
In her
birthdays,
will,
she got
my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Hell yeah, I'll have to hit you up then, Harambe, before I grab one, so you can put me on the right path. In her will. I can't read. Motherfucker.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Mystery? Fuck, I didn't read fast enough. Wait, should I have gone down that? No, we want to go up, right? I keep trying to hit shift to sprint because... Come on.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
But it keeps zooming in. What's that? It's a deer's ass. Hey, little feller. I thought maybe I'd be like the non-weird Snow White.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Excuse me,
But
text.
now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
I bet I could dunk on that. Actually, it was not that bad of a walk. Kind of scenic.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
That's a crazy looking house.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
She can read now.
I was afraid of the house.
That's what I learned. I don't know. I'm not even going to say what I thought I saw. Not even. Why am I walking my belly out like that? I feel like this is like my normal vision looking down. Hey, how you doing? Huh?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Why did I crawl through the doggy door? Are you pregnant? No, I'm just chubby. I drank a lot of beer. The old tennis ball trick.
For the first time in years,
For the first time in years. Go on.
I felt like I was home.
Is she not home?
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Everyone's dead. Except for me.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Ooh, speaking of salmon, I went to the Chelsea market when we were in New York. Brought the wifey. We went to like a sushi bar where they like they have the fish and all the stuff right on the ice, and they just chop it right in front of you, and then they hand you by the. Oh my god! Like after each piece they cut, they were like, "Here you go." It was so good. Well, they didn't say "Here you go," but you know what I'm saying.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Chinese, eh? Flavors India, tasting Thailand, flour, salt, water, yeast. Right? Love food.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Nothing looked abnormal. Let me ask you something, guys. You ever see a door like this in your life? Nothing looked abnormal. Look, there's fucking cum coming out of the side of it. What is this?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Let's see if I can jiggle the handle or something. Maybe take a peek in there. What do we got?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
All right. Never mind. I gotta go in there. That sounds depressing.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Wait, what the heck? What happened with this family? The mom had her will. She's dead. Lewis is dead. Milton's missing. I might be guilty, dude. Whatever the crime is, might be me. Barbarian. Just watch this film.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
It'd be kind of a banger. I feel like I gotta explore his house before going upstairs. Not a bad sized TV. What is this, 2010? 2010,
Even
dude?
the fireplace
They're
had
rich.
a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
It sank. There's no crouch button. Dude, every button is zoom. Alt, Control, Shift, but caps lock. No way, right? Yeah, no way.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Gotta get a butler. They gotta get a Merlin. Okay. All right, let's go upstairs. I feel like something juicy's upstairs. Wait, where's the back door? Hold on now. It's gotta be through this. Let's say, you know, back door.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay, I gotta find a key to the basement. There's secrets down there. Can I ride it up? Alright, this game's horse shit, not gonna lie. I can't even ride the fucking, what is it, the Stairmaster,
After
Stair
Milton
Pro?
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Wait, I'm not Edie? Am I Barbara? Who the fuck am I? How many kids were there? There's Lewis, Milton, Edie.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Oh, there's something under this, dude. This is a tripping hazard. There's gotta be a hidden key. Or perhaps a trap door. I kind of fuck with the walls, though. We have a sunken house, a whale shark, and a carp. It's beautiful.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Look at this. Guys! Ew! There's gonna be something secret in this book.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Don't worry about it, Hallie.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Well, What gave it away?
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Man, wasn't much of an artist, was he? Wasn't much of an artist. I like how everything, like, opened in the books and stuff, like, I gotta move my mouse. Or, like, open, you know what I mean? Like, check
But I
this
had
out.
no idea what was behind that door.
See? Shit's crazy, dude. I love it.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Hold up now. Oh.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
There's a Molly, dude. How many fucking kids did they have?
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I'm gonna close that up. Okay, so Molly and that other...
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
Wait a second.
Before my mom sealed the doors.
Wait a second. Didn't they just say that... Didn't they say that whale shark room was the uncle's room? What if I'm a grandkid? Maybe I'm a grandkid. You tell me the uncle's room is attached to Molly's room?
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
And the door is sealed with cum. Well, expanding foam, possibly. This is awful, dude. $1947. Shit's been locked forever. They even had toys back then. Okay, let me just... What am I, fucking lost? Edie and Sven. Hold on now. Let's move the starfish that they removed limbs from. Hello? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. What am I missing? What am I, stupid? Oh, there's a book.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
She ate the gerbil?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Is that poop? Did she just eat gerbil food touching poop? Where's the gerbil? Wait, is it dead? Oh, it's a toilet paper roll. Okay. What we got here? Got some fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Put Christopher down, dude. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Christopher. You can go back to swimming. Candy
My
in
Halloween candy was all gone.
God damn it. Capers. Capers? Are you playing Quidditch with those gloves? I could. Could. Alright. Dude, it's dark as hell in here. Maybe we'll go into this room. That's the shitter.
I kept eating and eating.
She eating... Girl dinner.
I ate a lot of things that night.
These are not real berries, right? Okay. Gotta go crunch to them. What?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
I'm eating the bird.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Oh, I'm gonna swallow something. Come here, little
I reached out for her.
fucker. Dude, pop that little honey
And
open, dude.
suddenly, I was a cat.
What is happening? I'm a cat. What do we learn here, guys? Eat toothpaste, become feline. Where do I go? Oh, now there's a crowd. I'm living out all my dreams. Hey, little.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Come here, little fucker. Now, where the fuck am I supposed to go here? The roof?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Hey, maybe it's because they're frozen Play-Doh people. Dude, I'm a pretty good cat. I'm fucking eating this bird, dude.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Oh, shit. Oh, he's got a sore wing.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating.
Dude, I'm a
that
good
mama
cat.
bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
What is
Then
happening?
I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Little teeth nibbling in the grass. I'm airborne. Alright. What the fuck does that mean? I heard it.
Rabbits.
Rabbits. You just sink my little claws into you. I see one. Coming in hot. I missed. All right, it's okay. We go back. Go back. I missed by a lot. Where's that little fucker? There they go. Coming in hot. Oh shit.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
What in the hell is happening? What's bigger than a rabbit? A dog?
A mama rabbit.
A what? A mama rabbit? Come here, little rabbit. I just ate your children. I just ate your kids.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Plot twist. Fucking plot twist, guys. Goddamn. Ow. Okay, we just flop a little bit. Hold on, I got it, guys. I got it. Okay, I just gotta wiggle past this tree. There we go. Come on. There you go, right into the leaves. Perfect. Oh, there we go. Good roll. We got a good roll going here. Damn.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Is that a person? I'm eating them. That's fucked up. That's a fish. But I can't, like... How do I dive? Is there a way to... Hey,
I
little
wanted
feller.
fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
What the hell is this game? I'm coming for you, seal. God, I just tore off a flipper. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm a hungry shark. It's natural. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how this happened. I was a little girl, then I was a cat.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
What am I now?
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What am I? What the fuck is that? What am I? I'm gonna grab this bird with my little tentacle.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
see. How do I have to come back? Maybe that's not the way. Excuse me. I'm just gonna come through here. Where do I go? This way, maybe? Nope. I'm missing something. Dude, it's wet. I don't understand where I'm supposed to go. Maybe in the Seattle box? Maybe I'll get shipped? If it fits, it ships. See a little spin I just did? Come here, little bird. There we go. Get aliens with a wet mouth.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Yeah, real quiet. You sound wet. Oh, God. Am I going to go in his asshole? Nice and easy. Yeah! I scared myself. I scared myself. I scared myself. It's okay. I grabbed his ass, dude. I scared myself. Hold on.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Excuse me, pardon me. Yep, I'm just coming through. Just a tentacle. A little sleeping man. Let me go. Tell me I can't get in there? Here we go.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Nice and easy. Yeah! I scared myself. I scared myself. We're gonna be fine.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
A good smell into the old pipe. Something tells me this tentacle doesn't have a good nose. It's why you feed your kids, exactly. The good smell was the shitter. Good.
I got closer and closer.
Back in my room. I'm eating the gerbil, dude. I'm eating the fucking gerbil. I knew it was gonna come to this. Maybe I'm not eating the gerbil. Am I going out of the room? Nope. Oh, we got a name. Wait, chickens?
All of my stomach started growling.
All of my stomachs?
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Is this a horror game?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I'm not sure I believed all that. What gave it away, dude? The fact that there were a shark or the tentacle monster sucking people down. Okay, I'm Edith, right? I gotta be Edie. But who's Edie? Oh, Edith at the top. Edie, I assumed, was a nickname for Edith. Edie's at the bottom, 2010. Okay. Close this book up. Okay, it's close. There you go. What is this? This looks like my poop soap. Cat? Kitty? Yeah, it's normal. Just walk out the window. Yep, that's good.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
So they locked a child in the room, sealed the door, and didn't feed her? A mole man.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edith Jr. Alright. That was a good trip down memory lane. Who the fuck?
Louis died a week before we left.
Oh, Jesus.
But Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
What's this?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune.
That is not a Norwegian
and
accent.
misfortune.
I go to the next one. Oh,
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son, Johan.
Joanne.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house.
Houseboat sounds kind of
hoping to leave
cool.
the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
It sank. That's what they meant.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Orcas.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Good.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
How sweet. Imagine me building a house on my own with a handsaw. I feel like I'd be pretty good at it. How do I get out of here? Yeah, I get it. Run away. Okay, yes, I get it. How do I fucking get out of this? I'm hitting every button. I'm missing something here? How the fuck do I get out? Oh.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
It's not escaped. I was pausing it. I had to hold down. Odin. And the door. Why are all the doors sealed? And they probably told me like 6 times and I just don't listen.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
This man died building a dragon slide? Proud of you for being so honest. I'm always honest. Honest Bob is my nickname. My whole life. I have the same birthday as Honest Abe. It comes with the territory.
Even
Wet
in her
baby.
90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
A door that's not... The fuck is in here? Dude, imagine how good this probably feels on your bare toes. Just walking in like this. Just grip it. Oh, you just grip the pink and you pull it. Oh. In the bathroom? Yeah, can you imagine pooping? Imagine pooping and pulling one of these. Imagine pooping, you're really dug in. You start gripping. You start gripping. Okay, there's got to be something in here. There's a secret in the bathroom. This key works for everything.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Oh.
It's in the last place you would look.
Under the sink.
It isn't in the cupboard.
It's not in the cupboard. It's the last place you'd think.
It's hidden in this book.
It's in the book. What?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay. So much undocumented square footage in here. Wait, took a picture of a selfie, a gravestone, was an astronaut in space. This guy lived the life. Fucking Milton was here again. Is this Milton's room? It's a two-bedder. Calvin and Sam. How many kids lived in this house, dude? Oh, guys, I got my documentation in. I think, did I tell you that yesterday? I got my documentation in. He's got documentation. Now that I'm an ordained minister. That'll always be funny, dude. That'll always be a funny thing. Do I jump on the bed? Fucker. What am I supposed to do up here? Oh.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Never talked about Calvin. That's
I guess
fucked
my
up.
grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Cool toy helmet.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
Good story.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh my god. I'm
My
swinging.
brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
I'm good at this.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore
I hate that I got the
he'd never
dogs
be
out.
afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Am I gonna jump off the cliff?
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
Yeah, I'll be there in a
But
second.
that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
All right, 1 second, Mom. I'm just about to jump off a cliff. That's all. I did it.
Then
I'm
maybe
around.
he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Good, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Go around. Yeah! Woo! Dude, I'm a
The
badass.
day he made up his mind to fly. And he did it.
That's kind of sad, but I will say, give the
Calvin's
kid
story
credit.
Felt strangely familiar.
He got good distance.
When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, a lot of dying. A lot of dying children in this game. What the
After the
fuck?
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah, you think? There was a... This
Mom
kid
said
jumped
Grandpa
off a
Sam
cliff by
enlisted at
accident.
18 and never
There was
stepped foot in the room
a little
again.
girl who was locked in a room without food. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18, never set foot in the room again. Got it. All right, now what? Now do I come up here? No, there's nothing up here I guess we go back the way we came, eh? I don't know if I'm supposed to go back. Yep, let me just slip on through. Game's almost as tragic as the street. Yeah, what the hell? What do you mean by that?
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Quidditch gloves. Alright, do I go back out the window? Nope. What the fuck's making that sound? Derpy Jr. Zerpy. Derpy. Bob. There's a Bob, dude. He lived a good four years. You know, Bob, I'm sure you were the best of the creatures. Okay, now what? She made me gloves. Am I supposed to look at my gloves? What is this little pump machine?
Great Grandma had always been the family's biggest fan.
Okay. There's gotta be something I'm missing here.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
That's cool. I feel like maybe I'm supposed to be back in that room. Because I thought maybe I can go out the window. But the window ain't windowing. Oh, what's this? Never know. Wonder what Ash's diary would sound like. It'd be something.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah. Why do I have no reflection? We get a little wipe in there. So I want to go back again? I don't understand. Am I going the wrong way? This is not worse than Skin Deep. We have any mods? Who wants to do the honors of the daily kill a timeout? Merlin? Ghost Girl? Oh, Jess, by all means, you can do it. Let's give him a good 10. What do we think? A good 10 minutes? Supposed to be in here all along. That's a...
To window, to wall, Calvin launched himself to the stars. Cheers, brother, proud of all your hard work.
Hey, Thieves, I appreciate you. Thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Combat Wombat. Thank you for the 16 months. I'm sorry if I missed that one. Jess, thanks again for the 9 months. And Tiny Tim, thanks again for the 6 months of long shipwreck. What the fuck? What is this? Just gotta pull it up. Gotta roll it.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Smaller hands and bellies. What do you mean by that? Pop! I'm not getting out yet, though. We have somewhere to go. We have somewhere to go. Penelope's.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
There's no way that pie is still good.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Barbara's death? There's story. Oh, shit.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
If I had to guess Gar's voice, it'd be this.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Yo, what the fuck?
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't
killing
aged
Discord.
well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
Damn.
It was
Rick.
Barbara's
Anyone named Rick, you know they're gonna be a dickhead.
son. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
What?
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter.
Now it's
Her
another kid.
convention comeback was cancelled.
Hey, mommy.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration,
Here for the
but
tier one.
I'm not hearing terror.
I appreciate
What
that.
if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Classic Rick.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Wait.
So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
This is how the Barbarian movie went yesterday, dude. Went looking for him in the
She reached
basement.
for the music box.
Am I supposed to do that? Oh.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
It was Wild Panorama. Why the Halloween music?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Was I killed by Michael Myers? Yeah, I've been practicing. What's up? What's up, blood?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Who impaled and then ate his family? I got a crutch!
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Hello?
Oh dear!
Smack him. Yeah, kick his ass.
Oh!
Hey, think you're funny, do you, Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused.
Rick is a dick and a little sassy.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
His
Barb.
finger.
Have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
The fucking Halloween music's getting me, dude. Hello? This kid jumps out. I'm killing him with a crutch. Walter?
Are you there?
Oh. Uncle Walter was a child. The connection to Molly's room, it was different.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
That's from the crib vibe, yeah. The hook hand.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless.
No
He
scream.
was quite smashing.
Yeah, what's up? Smack the shit out of him.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Yeah?
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Practicing. There'll be another way, another way. Yes. Yes.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door
What is Tusk?
years
More unhinged than Barbarian?
has grown.
Kill him. Slips. Goes off to the edge.
He wasn't moving,
Deceased.
but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Okay, I'm gonna go down and check. Hookman?
The hookman had vanished. She listened
never
for
good.
his breathing, but all she heard was...
Rick? I'm smacking whoever's here.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
What in the fuck?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
I almost killed one of them.
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara,
Very Tales from the Cryptish,
music
yeah.
box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's
Her
what
ear.
I call a real eerie tale.
Fucking hate Pumpkin Man at this point. Yeah, it was good, Blue. It was good. I used to tell my mom she looked like the Crypt Keeper.
Edie told me all Barbara
Looking back, that
wanted
probably
was
wasn't
to be
nice.
remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay. That was a hell of a story. That was not the worst thing I used to call my mom. I used to tell her she was the chocolate lady. I also used to call her Wrinkles. Like, that was her nickname. I used to call her Wrinkles. Okay, now what? How do I recover from that? I just go back in a hole? Alright. Welcome back, Killa.
I guess
Welcome
now I
back.
know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
You need an enemy like a son. Oh, grandson. It's my mum. That's like my grandmother. That was a good old Mama Mash, dude. My friend Bigfoot.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
What is that even? How did you even do that, Killa? I started my own waiting room in Discord. Chill vibes. Lo-fi. What the fuck is that? And how did you get it in my Discord? What is that? My mom would have loved that
Funny.
nickname.
All
Yeah,
those
my
times
mom
I
called
typed
me
the
some
music
things
box
back.
and never
I can't
found
repeat
the
them.
basement key. Edie's father Odin built the original house.
Yeah, I was called some things.
Molly always seemed
Mine
like
too.
a girl I could
Yeah.
imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Yeah, it was in 1947. I was sitting there when I contemplate destroying everything. Okay, we've been in Sven's. What's in this room? Gregory. Who the fuck is Greg?
As a kid, I just assumed
Oh.
every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
This is a creepy house, right? Tower Chillers and hey, that'll make it worth it. Okay, now what?
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the
Yeah,
basement.
we're gonna go check that, okay? Mommy dearest. Okay. I hate. Does anyone else have an iPhone that does like the AI like summaries? When you get a bunch of text in a group chat? Dude. No, it's fun. No, I love them. They're funny. Like, that one just said, the summary was, trying to look at trees, Dylan got horse legs. That was the summary of whatever's happening in group chat. It's funny every time. Dude, I don't know. I almost don't even want to read what it's about. He locked me out of the basement. What, so I couldn't play pool and do laundry? What's that sound?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Anyone else's mom being hate being called mother or grandmother? Yeah, I'm sure if I went to my mom and said, hey, mother, she'd probably beat me. Anyone else's mom punch him a lot with a ring on? Like in the arm, not in the face. Like for fun, just... That's the model. Model of the dragon slide that killed him.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Packages. What's man got to do for a flashlight down here?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Yeah, hiding presents, dude. There's probably a dead man in this fridge.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
What, into the ground? Hello? Dude, look how many albinos they have.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Jiggly Farms. Tasty Beans. Sweetie Crisps.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. Wait, Walter was hiding down here? Yo, this is sweet digs. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Look, he's got all the cereal and coffee beans and jelly he could ever need. What else? What more could you want? A little hot plate. Old picture of himself. Trains, dude. What is that? That's a hatch. We're gonna get to that.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking
Shit, that was deep. Don't take it the wrong way, Chad. I don't need to simply... Nobody felt bad.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Oh, I twist.
That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule.
We got in here
living for
peaches.
today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
But he
If
just
you wait
swallowed
long
them
enough,
whole.
You get used to anything.
More? Ain't no way, dude.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Ain't no way swallowing another jar of peaches.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Being afraid, eh? Sounds like a little baby. He was afraid till 2005.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Between peaches?
I'm done waiting.
Now let's check what's in the curtains.
I have to leave while I still can.
Right. It goes deeper. Kind of a cool library, not gonna lie. This guy does not sound like Sam Elliott. You wish. You wish. Dark Defense. And he's got a different model of it. He loves that book. Red Farms tomato ketchup. Oh, I saw that commercial.
I know it's out there somewhere.
Hey, can you shut up for a second? I'm talking. I saw that commercial that someone mentioned where it was a husband and wife talking about that ketchup either belongs in the fridge and the other one said it doesn't belong in the fridge. I finally saw it. They got a point.
Whatever killed Barbara
Whatever killed Barbara.
and Molly.
And Molly. Well, Molly was starved to death. What was that, his sister? Peanut butter. Good. Now we're
and
living.
Calvin.
Calvin jumped off a cliff. Molly was starved to death.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
Huh?
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
It's a Heinz commercial.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
I think cold ketchup has its place.
I'm going
There
to
you go, Mag.
appreciate all of it.
Told you.
Especially the food.
It's not a Heinz commercial.
I don't mind if I only have a year left.
I hate whatever that gift is. I see
Or a
you.
month.
Oh, it's Grubhub.
Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Damn. Oh, yeah, Walter was in the bunker in the basement. He walked in front of a train. Yeah, good story to tell a child. Come on, dude, close the fucking book. Cold Ketchup has this place. I grew up on Cold Ketchup. I was a Cold Ketchup man. It was until last year. Last year, I had an epiphany, as I do. And I said, wait a second. The best ketchup you ever have are the ones where you're at a restaurant and it's sitting on the table. Always the best ketchup, best taste, and it's got a little extra zing to it. Almost hurts your tongue. It hurts so good. Right? So I said to my wife, listen, what if next time we get ketchup, this was like a year or two ago, what if next time we get ketchup, we don't put it in the fridge? For once, we try it. We try it. Delicious. Delicious. We've been putting it in the pantry ever since.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I want to see it in here. What a view. Oh, that's getting me going, dude. I'm telling you, after stream, depending on what it feels like outside, I'm going muskie hunting. It hurts so good because the tomatoes are bad. Sue me, dude. Sue me. You know what? Wine. People like wine. That's bad grapes. Okay? Or stomach hurts. I don't even eat ketchup like that anymore. That much. Hurts because no. The reason restaurants get away with it is because they have such a high turnover of ketchup. It doesn't sit out long. You saying my wife's not a ketchup monster, dude? Wait, you fish? Yes. Christmas is one of my favorite things to do.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me
My
about
sauce
an
is probably
uncle
bad.
under the house,
Just thought about it. My sauce that I made is probably bad.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
No. Why did the camera pull me over there? The dude's got a pit of trash. I want to go. Never mind. What am I going to find his corpse down here?
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
We build your muskie rod. I have enough stuff. I just spent 500 Cabela's last Saturday.
Or maybe 2.
I do not fly fish.
I
Fly
thought it was
fishing annoys
time I
me.
heard the stories for
And I've never
myself.
tried it. It annoys me when people are around. Wait, you would give me a muskie rod?
And found out what happened to everyone else.
Free 99. I'm not saying no.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might
I appreciate
be the
that.
problem.
That's fucking awesome. No more stories themselves might be the problem.
Maybe we believed so
You have a Cabela's
much in
credit card or
family
do not?
curse. We made it real.
Oh, sweet. Right where he got hit. He thought it was the sun. Wait. What the fuck? What is that? There's a red light. I gotta go to it. I gotta swim to it. Yeah, I don't do the
know if I
Cabela's
should
credit
even
card.
be writing this.
Be the top of the sunken house. How much of that 500 was lures?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
The scary thing was it hit like 320 before lures even started.
But
But
I thought you should know about your family.
I got 2 pairs of boots and a new backpack, which actually I love the backpack. No, I get what you're saying, Climax. Dude, my first muskie, or my only muskie I ever caught was on my
And the history
lightest
you're a
tackle.
part of.
8-pound test. Mono bass, my bass setup on a spinning reel.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Do you think you weren't gonna like the backpack? I don't know. I didn't know because there was a lot of like overpriced backpacks that like I couldn't justify. And then they had like a Bass Pro Shops like branded one. And I was like, this one probably will suck because it's like store brand. But for the price and like the features of it, it actually made a lot of sense.
I think the people in these stories believed them.
Permission to share a link?
What that's worth.
Feel free to share in like Discord, just so it doesn't get lost in your Climax. Fuck, I wasn't listening to the story. You have a fanny pack? No. The closest thing I have to a fanny pack when I fish is when I have my... Only for trout, though. When I have my waders on for trout, I do have a vest that kind of feels like a fanny pack. Okay. Just want to investigate everything. We got to get there. I hated that. Do you kayak fish? No, it was funny. I was watching kayak fishing videos yesterday. Some dude was fishing off New Zealand in a kayak, which I thought was crazy, and then a great white shark was following him. Well, I assume that's what he said it was. I just believe him. Because it was scary.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Madness, huh?
Any of it seems possible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I hate that I missed that little part, but I think I can piece all together.
We've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Yeah, you think? Every child has died.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, kind of good luck. Maybe I shouldn't walk off the cliff. Let's go this way. Oh, dear.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but...
Say
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Hold on now. Oh, there he is. I was about to say, Bob doesn't get his own, dude. Bob doesn't get his own. Christopher, Shadow, Shatsy, Oliver, Bob. Might say the best one. Bailey. Got Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who
Cool
designed the
tombstones.
cemetery.
She was 10. Right after her birthday. They starved her right after her birthday. He was 11. He was old. He was old. I'm not doing all that math. She was old. He lived a good one. What is that? Oh, that's him in the cliff right before he walked into the train. That's good that they memorialize him like that. 16.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
You think when I die, they're gonna build me a monument at my house? That'd be kind of cool. This is a scary looking monument. Why is he doing the Heisman? Why is this guy doing the Heisman?
Mr. Killer 361 asked me,
here we go.
Do we think Ash is actually capable of catching a muskie, or is his track record just a full of L's? He has no chance. Also, can you say shit, fuck, ass, 10x, fast? Oh my god, like does Ash even know which end of the rod to hold? It's like a miracle. If they manage to catch a cold, let alone a muskie, you know, As for the shit fuck ass tongue twister, let's just say it's like totally not as easy as nailing Fetch with Karen's Chihuahua. But sure, if you really want to hear it, shit fuck ass, 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 shit fuck ass. They're happy now.
What the fuck? That was awful. Why did she say it so many times? Why did she say it so many times? I hated that, dude. I hated everything about that. This is why Killy gets timed out.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Poking out of the water at low tide. Oh yeah, it's a monument of the sinking house. You're right. You were onto something there. Whoever said that. A lot of focus. What am I supposed to do? Oh, it wants me to.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Nice. I had to hold the arrow key up. Where you going fishing at? A river.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
I'm curious. It's gonna be a hit or miss, obviously. Oh, I mean, it always is going for Muskie.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Dimensions of said river? Actually, not like the stretch I like to fish it is not that bad of a stretch, or not that like wide of a stretch. It's not. It doesn't quite come to a creek, but it's kind of like an in between. To where like I was fishing it last weekend, looking for muskie. I didn't see any, but there's one point where I got my lure caught across. I was able to walk across in my waders. I mean, obviously some parts are deeper than others, but this stretch you can sight fish muskie. And that year that I caught one, every time I would go, I would see at least 1 or 2 muskie just kind of going by, and I could never get one. And I finally got one. So I kind of sight fished them, but I haven't seen them in a little bit. I'm hoping to see them today.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Never found Milton's body. A monument. I want a monument, dude. What is this?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Yeah, your mom wanted you to discover everything like Batman. All right. What's the biggest muskie you've ever caught? Dude, I don't know how common muskie catching is around you, but it is not common here. I've caught one. I've caught one muskie. It was probably about, wasn't like a huge one. It was probably about that big. And small enough to where I didn't have to hold it like this, but it's still, you know.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
She is pregnant! I thought maybe she just had a beer belly like me. You're in Central PA and it's pretty common? Oh, shit. Yeah. It's not super common here. Like, I have a buddy who fished his whole life and never got one. Do you fish for muskie with conventional bass tackle? Oh, yeah, I did see what lures you use. So you're talking muskie specifically? I mean, I have stuff like bigger swim baits.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think you and my mom had a lot in common.
I still have like a musky spinner bait, but I don't really use it. I have some of those segmented. They're not quite glide. I don't know what you would consider. I guess they're like hard swim baits. I have those as well, a little bigger. But when I caught mine, it was on a little crankbait that I was going for smallmouth with.
Pretty intense. On
8-pound test. So it showed me that musky lures might be a whole crock of shit because I never caught one with one. Let's go muzzy.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Yeah. They take a picture of chips for you.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, that's a good.
Okay,
well framed. Good picture. Good picture.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
What am I taking pictures of? Water. Oh.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still
Hey.
freezing, though.
There you go. Oh, oh. Good shot. The whole family. Yeah, speaking of, you guys asked earlier, I would like to kayak fish at some point. Maybe my next vehicle will be a truck or something. I could throw little things on the roof. What else am I supposed to take a picture of? I don't understand.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey! Picture the man pissing?
That's a keeper.
You think this is AI
I'm
voice
just
acting?
saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Dynamite fishing sounds crazy. That's why it's called the 1,000 cast fish. Yeah, I thought it was called the fish of 10,000 casts. Because it's not
Last
common.
time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck.
Used a chatterbait when I tried because they're super predatory. Sometimes it's all about finding what they want at that time or what
Give
they're
me a minute
into.
to check the map.
When I caught my muskie, my buddy was fishing it for like an hour, and he told me, he's like, bro, there's a muskie right there. I've been throwing. He was throwing like muskie lures, big swim baits and stuff like that, big spinner baits. And I threw first cast of the crankbait, a little crankbait about that big. He hit it like 5 feet off the bank. Fucking came in like a rocket.
Baby. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Whatever, Dad. There's nothing else to take a picture of. What do you want me to take a picture of? Red bean soup, dude? There you go. Waste film on red bean soup.
Could have been.
Dude, I don't know what I'm supposed to be taking a picture of. These? Oh.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
Perfect. Dude, National Geographic. National
Before you
Ge...
take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad, I...
Just breathe.
Yeah, pop that motherfucker.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Dawn!
I think it just does it automatically. I'm taking a selfie with my daughter crying with the fucking dead deer. It's a fatherly shot.
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
The fuck?
Always remember that, okay?
I am become him. I am become him. Hey,
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad! Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
I need a sugar-free Red Bull, dude. They got a picture of the dad dying? Hearing protection? Nah. They definitely aren't common. Dude, I'm telling you, maybe they are in some places. Don't get me wrong. Yesterday, I went down like a wormhole of videos on YouTube on my TV, and one of them was, I think, in Michigan. They were talking about today's the muskie opener, and they caught 2 on that trip. So maybe some areas it is more common. I know it ain't here. Like I said, my one buddy hasn't caught one yet. Let me grab a Red Bull real quick. Hey, man. He landed on Paula Hay like Assassin's Creed. I don't think he did. But yeah, like tackle-wise, I don't have that crazy of a variety. I have 2 bass rods. One is a Lew's combo baitcaster. Another is a spinning reel for bass. So I have 2 bass rods, and then I have like a river rod, I call it, where I have like a bigger pen reel, and I forget maybe a Daiwa rod, like a thick one, a heavy John with like 50-pound test, and then I have a 3-foot rod with 4-pound test that I use for trout. So it's like fighting a big fish, a good fight for a 3-pound test on like a little 3-foot rod. It's fun. And then I have one that's like a ocean reel, kind of. That's what I fished for the alligator gar with. What'd you catch that bass with the other day? So my recent big one was the topwater frog. No. The one from last weekend was a topwater frog. The frog I just bought at Cabela's the day prior. Or you're talking about the reel, the spinning reel. Oh, spinning reel. Yeah. But that was a topwater frog with a popper lip. Yeah. The 6-pounder, the couple weeks prior, that was on a big swim bait.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Every time I use the breakaway cable. Yeah, I'm so happy I came up with that idea to break it away. Something like that, malevolent, but I don't know if it's funny. I think it's just sad.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close.
Why is there
They'd both
a gate
lost
here?
a lot.
Dude, this house has so many secrets. Who the fuck is Gregory? How many kids died? Oh my god, it's a whole slew of them. Gregory, Dawn, Gus, dead. All of them. Who's this? Divorce contract. Oh no. Sam Finch. Was I supposed to read that? Hold on. All suits have been fought against you.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Topwater frog, dude.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to...
You go answer the phone, Mom. I'm playing my frog.
Hold on, sweetie.
Yeah. See you, dude. Where were we?
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Oh, I'm the frog now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
This is good stuff. Dude, I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good frog.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty good at this. There you go. Flip you over. Look at this. Look at this. Can I knock all these off? I can. I can, dude. I'm good at this. Is it also fucked up that sometimes, like, this is the kind of music I listen to in the car, like, not to be funny? Like, just on my own. I probably look like a psychopath. Oh. Shoot me up, Daddy. I don't know why I call him Daddy. I'm gonna be honest.
I know how
that was fucked up.
That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Slipping away? What does that mean?
Sorry about that, Gregory.
Oh,
I know you did everything.
Thanks for ruining my fun, Mom.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
We're going right back in, dude. We're going right back in. We're going right back. Okay, water's getting a little high.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
I have flippers. I have flippers.
Not everything.
I'm a snapping turtle.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Here we are.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
That is sad that the baby died in the tub. Be that as it may, I feel like going out with flippers to synchronize dancing and singing is not the worst way to go. And that's just, you know, looking at the bright side of things. Glass
I can't imagine
half
my
full.
mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Probably didn't happen like that. Yeah, we
A
just
poem
saw it,
for
Nicole.
Gus,
Nice try.
Who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
I'm collecting all these. I'm doing that. Hey, get your eyes checked. Look at these swirlies. I'm doing that, guys. I know you're thinking, how's he so stylistic? Skill.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart.
Father made him
flew
come.
his kite and bottled up the storm inside.
What kind of story is this?
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife.
Facts. I had a stepmom. She sucked. Where's the next words, though? Supposed to dive bomb the groom? No. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Yeah, don't use a kite. Don't take a bath. We learned a lot today. Don't take a bath. Don't swing on a swing. Don't play with a kite. Also, don't step in front of a train. I feel like that one's an easy one to miss. Oh, what is this? Gonna knock this down. Oh, that looks like something I gotta do. Doesn't it? Maybe not. Okay, I'm missing something. I'm missing something here. I told him about what you think. Never met her when you only stepmom version. Remember? Yeah, don't get locked in. Don't let your parents lock you in a room to starve you to death. Feed your kids. Oh shit! Where'd you come from?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Damn! On the day of your papa's wedding? Give him the old bird.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Crazy.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid.
Get off
that
me.
nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Let's get rid of this. Dude, I'm ruining everything with this damn
Thunder
kite.
sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this
Ben
was,
Franklin,
make the
dude.
music louder.
Is that how I'm gonna die? I'm gonna get fucking electrocuted from the kite? Well, no, don't I need the key? I wish that. I ruined the wedding. I ruined the wedding. Did I just get impaled by the tent? No.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you. She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Yeah, Gus got killed by the fucking tent, dude. I mean, look at him. He was a badass little wizard. He's holding a wand. A mohawk and a wand, dude. He would have been Malfoy's best friend.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
He's holding the kite string. That was not a kite string, dude. I know. I've seen Harry Potter. How dare you?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
That's how you pronounce that word? Calcutta? That is not the way I would have said it. No.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
The Bible.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. Lewis was born a year later.
Yes. How would you say in Delco? What was where? Oh, Calcutta?
When my dad died,
You also say
I
Texas.
Don't think Mom knew
I do
where
not
else
say
to
Texas
go.
weird.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
She named the that's the that's the plants what they are.
And to see kids
Oh,
in
she
the
named
house
them.
again.
She named the mint. All right, for a half second I saw Sage and I thought of future flyer Tage Tom, you know what I mean? There's reasons.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Am I at the tippy top?
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last.
Imagine you needed flashcards for all your fucking siblings. Mrs. Finch. Odin Finch. They had a whole Finch school up here. All right.
The beginning
That's
of
the
the
one,
end
Gare.
was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Milton was a princess. Let's take a peek-see in there. Wait, Milton stole.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
We gotta get in there, dude. Milton was a princess, and I always knew it. No. Just open the window. Thought I was gonna have to go to the top. Dude, what if Milton's gone because Milton's secretly been the one killing everybody? He's the murderer. Look, he's planning escape routes at the Vatican. '92, great year, Panorama. Great year. Better than '93. Better than '91. Oh, he left a checkbook. I wonder if there's $1 million in here.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Where the fuck's my money?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
There's maybe some inheritance. Down we go. I did
Mom
see the
spent
door
months
painting
searching
down
for my
there.
brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Yeah, what's up with all the door sealing? Did they explain that already? And
found in the house. Mom didn't want it getting out.
they explain already and I just wasn't paying attention? Or is that going to be the big kicker at the end? Shit. I feel like I missed something in there. No? No, I slowly have to poop and I don't want to. So I want to hold it till the end of stream. And then I'm going muskie hunt. Maybe I'll order a hoagie first. Oh, new
Mom
plan.
definitely blamed Edie.
I get a hoagie in my belly,
I think
then I
Louis
go
blamed
fishing.
himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Cannery. Let's take a peek in here.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
$4.20 blaze it. Are you taking string with you, fatso? To eat the hoagie? To shit or to fish? Which one are we talking? And is that nice? I'm down 11 pounds. Shrimp po' boy. Not bad. Can I like jump? Okay, hold on, I'm missing something here. Thanks, thanks, Sean. You missed the window. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Probably smells fragrant in here.
Louis's room smelled
I guess-
very, very familiar. That
That's
part
weed.
of him lived on.
He's got a fucking Super Nintendo, dude. Wow. The thumbsticks.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah, I can't relate. Can't relate to that guy. This out? Oh, a little secret. What is this? Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Wow, I've got bloody
Newly
hands.
sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
I'm pretty good at this. Chop!
He
Next!
kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew
Next!
part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Come on. I mean, you saw the same
His
behavior. You
mind
saw me
began
cutting off
to-
vicious heads. Mine began to what? It said next.
Wander.
Whoa. I'm walking here. Whoa. Dude, I'm like daydreaming.
I asked him to describe
Oh,
it.
shit. Trying to walk and do this at the same time. Oh.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd
Dude, look at me
feel his way about.
multitasking, guys.
Then
I'm
something
walking
moved.
around and I'm doing the fish cuts.
Bats
So I move bats.
and toads.
That's how I became Batman. Dead end. Skeleton man.
And
Dragon.
things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Yeah, you should be
I had
impressed. You know,
hoped he'd
you know
find
you
us.
are. You know you're impressed. Red carpet. Look, where's the fish?
But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the
How
cannery.
the fuck am I supposed to listen? That's 3 things. That's too many.
I
I'm
spoke
walking.
with his boss,
I'm cutting fish's heads off.
but he said Lewis had become a model employee.
And I gotta read.
Methodical, tireless, focused,
You guys focus on the reading.
like a whole new Lewis.
New Lewis.
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Imagine how much happier chat would be with a whole new
It
doodle.
seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
It's a pup.
on the edge of a city he named Louis-topia.
Louis-topia. Not a bad name.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Got a drummer man.
Then he made musicians.
Dude, they're dancing. Look at them. Look at the one in the window up top.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Ooh.
And he was always humming something.
And I become a rock star.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Hey, drum. Thank you for the 2 months as well. I'm sorry if I missed that.
He no longer spoke at the cannery.
This is how my daydreams are.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
What? Did I chop my hand off?
All the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
No shit, dude.
So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Nice. I'm gonna jump on it like Super Mario.
And he won.
Yep. Excuse me, pardon me, mayor coming through.
But his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
I'm controlling a boat. How am I supposed to control a boat and cut fish? Man, my arm's getting tired of this
Conquer a
fish
city,
cut.
then immediately push on.
Man.
New Louisville.
Louisville. Not the worst name. Could have been Buffalo.
St. Louis.
Yeah, that's worse. St. Louis is worse.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Who the fuck's yelling at me? Get out of here, I'm cutting fish. Oh. Just tune him out, dude. That's what my wife does to me when I'm talking. She's imagining she's like taking over some...
He heard rumors of a...
Okay. Handsome queen, beautiful prince. Curly mustache, curly mustache, curly mustache.
Beautiful prince.
Ooh, fancy.
The prince was on his own quest for...
Radiant rainbows, dude. Wait a sec, yeah.
Radiant rainbows.
That's safer. Look at this. Yep, radiant one. Good. There you go.
He followed the sound of his...
Electric sitar, dude. I'm about to play Thunderstruck on that motherfucker.
Electric sitar.
Play some Metallica.
His
And
chase led him to a golden
matters.
palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
I'm working here, Jen. I'm playing 2 games at once. Look, my mouse is the fish. I'm cutting the head off. Next, and I'm daydreaming as the prince.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh! I'm just so good at multitasking, I bet you didn't believe I was doing both. You probably thought it was just something happening on the screen real cool. But realistically, it's me.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Yeah, go. Right. Open sesame.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I'm sick of cutting off the fish heads, though. eyes, Jen. You gotta learn.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Golden Palace. I like to believe that's the real Bobby. And I'm not really sitting here cutting imaginary fish. I'm the king in a castle.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Excuse me, my imagination's as real as my body. Excuse me. Huh? Just making sure I still have my hand. What? Oh! Oh! I'm the prince! I am become him. I am become him in the cannery. You can imagine your coworker goes to the bathroom and comes out dressed like a prince. Man.
Began to forget the world we know.
Severance spoilers. Normal Tuesday. Yeah.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Do you think if I had this job cutting fish's heads off at a cannery that I would keep all my fingers?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Dude, this man's wearing a shirt with his name and number on the back. He's like an athlete, dude. He's a fish head cutting off athlete. Buddy. No, buddy. You're not even touching the fish. You forgot. You got to get that's the important part. Okay. You're doing good.
I still thought I could save him.
Yes,
Even
but not
after
both
he
your
said
balls.
He was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Okay, better
The
question.
palace would be packed
How
with
many
his
days
companions.
of work at that cannery would I last before I lose my finger? Days? 3 to 4 days?
Happy 2 years of watching this guy. Only here can you unlearn the proper way to speak. Words like Bjorn, Woodder, and us will forever be in my vocabulary because of him. Chat is always right.
Chat is always wrong, but you were right there, Luna. You were right there. Thank you for the 2 years. God damn. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? You want to lift that up?
His prince
I'll walk
waited,
under it.
holding his crown.
This guy's dancing with baguettes. Look at him. He's dancing with bread. They're symbols. Hate that you spelled it like that,
There was
Melody.
only one thing left to do.
There's one thing left to do. Am I sucking off the prince? Oh no. Oh no.
Bend down his head.
Hey fellas. Hey fellas, I'm sure we can work this out. There's no handle at least. Maybe I just gotta pray. Put it on my head, sir.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Did I cut my head off with the fish thing?
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
That's everybody. That's all the deaths. Except Sanjay. Must have missed him. Or unless that's not a person. I'm the only one still alive. Okay, close the book. Close the fucking book. Okay, close the... Oh my god, dude. There you go. WASD. It's not a wooting, dude. Lewis could never handle a wooting.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
Okay. Kick me
She
out,
waited
dude.
until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Am I the only reason I'm alive is because we left the cursed house, and then I come back?
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
What's this? I have to pee, dude. It's a bad time to have to pee. Uh-oh.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh God, you have called your servants to venture. Yeah, I gotta remember that. Sanjay Kumar, evac specialist.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Impossible.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Wait, did I get tiny? Or am I crouched? What am I I'm crawling. Scared the shit out of me. It's time to write my story. Dear
The whole
diary.
last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
What in the hell? Secret entrance.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Seems a little
I think
overreacting.
it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
And the grandmother's
We'll
stories.
have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
In the fuck? Who the hell was sleeping in here?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Night I was born.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
They banged in the abandoned house. Oh, I'm alive. Am I a grandmother?
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Born at low tide equals stupid.
There'd been an earthquake
I don't
out
think
in the middle
that's how it
of
goes.
the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
1,000 years, Derby.
God, it smelled awful.
Grow up and get over it.
No, I've seen that house every
1,000
day
years.
of my life.
Look at me. Look at the way I walk. I can even walk backward. Never mind.
Back to it.
Look at this.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Maybe I should have been paying attention instead of doing little 360 moves.
I got turned around.
Hold up. Huh? Let's go around it.
started seeing things.
Huh.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like what? A bed? Yeah, we sleep in them,
But
Grandma.
when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Friends?
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
There's a buoy on the roof, dude. And I don't want to hear you foreigners. I don't want to hear you foreigners.
Things I can't
that's
explain,
called a boy?
but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Get
Mom,
off
you're
him,
gonna
Mom.
rip it. Let go!
Mom?
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Proud about that? I don't think I'll ever forget that people call a buoy a boy.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
See, Edie. Thanks for the stories.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
I'll never forget about that. That
After
pissed
that,
me
we
off.
moved around a lot.
Classic car move, dude.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Yeah, Sean. Who else, dude?
A few years went by.
Oh, I'm doing something. Look at this. Shake it. Can I blow it?
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Dawn?
She got better for a while.
Garly? I'm into that, dude. I'm into calling him Garly. Or Gooply. No.
And then I was alone.
Gorply? Garply.
The last Finch left alive.
We saw that coming.
Until I found out about you.
Wait, about who? Me?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Oh, the kid, the baby in the belly.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
I'm in the womb.
Appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh my god, I'm going to the vagina.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
I see the light.
But now I hope you'll never see it.
I'm coming.
I just
Mom.
want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
Is this what the religious people mean by being
things
reborn?
didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
That's a pretty
a
good
lot
baby
to
cry, I
ask,
think.
But I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
No, I'm dead, dude. We almost had the same fucking birthday. Can you imagine that? Give birth to a goat? No, that's a baby cry. You never heard a baby cry? That's what they sound like. Not a bad game. Not a baby goat. What the hell? And even Shirley went, dude. Not at all. What? That was awful. Good game, but sad-ass story. Yeah, it was a sad story. So we know Slimmy's fucked up, because that was Slimmy's recommendation in Discord.